My beloved child, hear my voice now. Your moment is at hand. I see every tear you've shed and every silent plea of your heart. Do not delay. Surrender your doubts and step boldly into the restoration I offer. In this very instant, let my love ignite your spirit and transform your despair into hope. Your destiny awaits, and I am with you every step of the way. I speak to you now with a love so immense that no human language can fully capture its depth. I see your heart, your worries, your regrets, and the dreams that stir deep within you. I understand the days when tears have streamed down your face, and I hear every quiet prayer whispered in the darkest hours of the night. Every tremor of doubt in your soul and every wound you hide from the world are visible to me. Nothing, absolutely nothing, escapes my notice, for I formed you and breathed life into your being. Hear these words I long for you to absorb, and allow them to fill you with a hope that rises above your present struggles. My dear child, you are never alone. Even when friends drift away or others fail to understand you, my nearness enfolds you like a comforting cloak on the coldest evening. In your solitude, I know how you wrestle with past mistakes or fixate on failures you believe define your life. Take this to heart. Your story is not finished. Tomorrow lies safely in my hands, and there is nothing beyond my power to redeem. I am the God who restores what has been lost, who gathers broken pieces to form something infinitely more beautiful. So trust me, my power remains boundless. You may have fought battles by your own strength and reached the end of your endurance. Surrender that heaviness to me. Allow me to carry your cares and the burdens you harbor in your heart. I do not call you to a life of despair, but to a path marked by peace and renewal. When life's winds rage so fiercely that the ground beneath your feet seems to quake, hold fast to me. I am your foundation that cannot be shaken, the rock that never cracks, and the fortress that endures forever. Let go of your doubts and recognize just how precious you are. I designed you to be strong, resilient, capable of deep love, and able to shine forth the light I placed within you. Still, I am aware of how voices of negativity attempt to steer you away from me, telling you you're unworthy or that your dreams are too grand. Remember, nothing is impossible with me. Don't confine yourself with fear or allow failure to define you. Rise again, for I will fill you with extraordinary courage and insight to confront every challenge ahead. Open your heart to my presence each morning. Seek me in gentle stillness before the noise of daily life crowds your thoughts. Bring me your sorrows, hopes, and questions. As you trust me with these, your burden eases. Speak truthfully to me. Do not feel shame if your words are raw, brimming with pain or confusion. I do not turn away from an honest spirit. I delight in your willingness to reveal your deepest struggles. And when words won't come, remember that I understand the size of your soul. I know every tear. When responsibilities weigh heavily and hope feels distant, come rest in my embrace once more. In that sacred refuge, my spirit renews your strength, stilling the inner storms. Let my peace settle on your troubled thoughts, washing away anxiety like refreshing rain on parched ground. My peace is a gift more precious than any treasure, a calm that holds fast through life's fiercest storms. Receive this gift in faith. I have witnessed you in the darkest moments, when you doubted your own worth and believed no one understood your private battles. Yet I, the Lord of all creation, always see you. You are not an unnoticed face among countless souls. I call you by name, for you are my treasured child. Even when you stray from my ways, my eyes remain on you, and my arms are ever open to welcome you back. There is nowhere beyond the reach of my love, no pit so deep my grace cannot pull you from it. Pause now and think of those dreams that once burned brightly in your heart. Perhaps they have grown dim under the weight of delays or disappointments. My child, I know the plans I've made for you, plans brimming with hope, not destruction. Even if things haven't unfolded as you expected, I am not finished. Like seeds lying hidden in the ground, growth might not be visible for a time, but the harvest will come. Let your faith be that seed you water daily, trusting that I, the Lord of the harvest, will bring it to fruition. Be brave enough to forgive yourself. You have stumbled, made poor choices, and hurt others, just as you felt let down by your own actions. I have seen you bear the weight of this guilt, convinced it somehow disqualifies you from my blessing. Hear my heart. I am the one who wipes away transgressions and remembers them no more. Do not keep wearing the chains I have already broken. Extend that same forgiveness to others. By letting go of the bitterness rooted in your spirit, you make space for my love to thrive. Forgiveness releases your soul from the bonds that stop you from knowing real joy. When you see those who mock righteousness seeming to flourish, resist allowing envy to eat away at your heart. Their glittering successes are illusions when compared to the eternal riches I offer you. Not everything that sparkles will last. Pursue the unshakable kingdom I have prepared for you, an inheritance that never fades. As you put me first and align your pursuits with my will, you will discover a fulfillment no fleeting pleasure can rival. True success in my eyes surpasses worldly standards, for I look upon the sincerity of your heart, the kindness you show, and the faith you hold firm. You may feel the sting of loneliness at times, as though nobody understands the storms roiling inside you. In those moments of quiet, I speak softly. I am with you. My presence does not hinge on your worthiness or strength. I am close to the brokenhearted, binding up every wound. When companionship, fellowship, or love feels out of reach, I become your comfort and friend. Let me fill the emptiness you've tried to fill elsewhere, to no avail. Only I can satisfy the deepest thirst in your soul, for I am the living water that never dries up. Rise each morning with the conviction that I still have more to show you. Never imagine you've uncovered the full extent of my goodness. I reveal new facets of mercy with each step you take, guiding you with a shepherd's gentle wisdom. Do not be overwhelmed by the unknown roads ahead. If I send you, I will equip you. If I call you, I will empower you. You may face seemingly insurmountable walls, but march forward in faith and watch them crumble. My power is greater than any worldly barrier. Move boldly, not by your own strength, but by my spirit within you. Sometimes challenges strike at the core of your beliefs, tempting you to question my love or promises. Remember, I do not abandon you in adversity. Instead, I use hardship to refine and shape you, like a blacksmith using fire to purify precious metal. Trials do not indicate my absence. Rather, they offer opportunities for your faith to grow, your character to strengthen, and your heart to align more closely with my ways. Stand firm, refusing to let your faith wither. Cling to hope, for I am your ever-present helper, your shield in every fight. Even in valleys of sorrow and loss, you will emerge victorious if you hold on to me. Reflect on the ancient stories where towering obstacles crumbled through faith in my power. Walls fell at Jericho, seas parted, and lions' mouths were shut. I have not changed. I am the same God of miracles who stands beside you now. Believe that my arm is never too short to save, nor too weak to deliver. In your darkest hour, dawn approaches. Keep moving forward with a heart anchored in me. Cultivate gratitude in your spirit. Do not underestimate how powerful thankfulness can be. Focusing on blessings, no matter how small, opens your heart to receive more. It's easy to dwell on regrets or fear the future, but shift your focus. Let the sunrise remind you of my faithfulness. Let shared laughter reveal my joy. Each breath you draw testifies to my sustaining power. Gratitude invites my presence into your life in greater ways, filling your surroundings with my favor. My word is a lamp for your feet and a light along your path. Immerse yourself in it, not as a rigid list of laws, but as the living truth of my heart. Allow every promise in it to come alive within you, reshaping your perspective of yourself, your circumstances, and those around you. Make my teachings your reflection in the early stillness of the morning and again in the hushed quiet of night. You will then discover my words are not dusty, ancient lines, but a source of ongoing hope and wisdom, transforming your thinking and clarifying confusion. Shed the robe of shame you've worn for too long. Fear and shame can rob you of your destiny, convincing you you're unfit for my love. Yet I look upon you not with condemnation, but with tender compassion, longing to see you blossom. When you sincerely come close to me, my light reveals not your failures, but your incredible worth. There is no condemnation here, for my grace cleanses you wholly. Let that truth free you from harsh self-judgment. Learn to view yourself as I do. In all your relationships, mirror my mercy. If someone wounds you, do not repay harm with harm. Show kindness, embodying the gospel you believe. I understand that loving those who hurt you feels risky, but consider the parable of the shepherd who searches for his lost sheep. In the same way, forgive as you have been forgiven. Mercy destroys barriers and holds the power to heal seemingly irreparable wounds. As you show mercy, you reveal my heart, sowing reconciliation that can grow into a splendid harvest. Resist allowing comparisons to steal the joy I've placed within you. Some may appear to have flawless lives, yet beneath the surface, they too ache for a peace you already know. Turn your attention to the calling I have given you. Envy only blurs your vision and prevents you from celebrating the gifts I bestowed on you alone. Your journey is unique, and so is your purpose. Though the world is vast, you are never lost in it. Your life matters immensely to me, and I am weaving something extraordinary through your story. My child, safeguard your heart from the destructive influences trying to consume the seeds I've planted in you, be it harmful relationships, damaging habits, or daily temptations. Stay attentive. Your heart is like a garden, requiring constant care. Water it with prayer, feed it with my word, and weed out bitterness, pride, or deceit. In doing so, righteousness can bloom in your spirit, yielding fruit that blesses you and all who encounter you. Never undervalue the effect a single decision to honor me can have on your destiny. When you stumble, and you will, do not hide in shame. Come to me immediately, acknowledging your limitations and seeking my help. There's no gain in fleeing from the one who already knows every corner of your heart. I do not delight in punishing my beloved. I rejoice when they humble themselves and turn back to me. If you fall 7 times, stand up 8, for my grace overflows. You were not created to languish in defeat. I formed you to rise, cleansed by love and mercy. Expect my miracles, not just in grand displays, but in the everyday details of life. Though you may not see parted seas or bread falling from the skies like in ancient tales, don't neglect the marvels I perform quietly each day. When you find renewed vigor after a night of tears, that is my miracle. When you experience peace amid turmoil, that too is my miracle. When an unexpected door swings open, acknowledge my hand at work. If you remain alert to my presence, you'll see I'm active in every season. Let yourself dream once more. Fear of disappointment may stop you from envisioning new possibilities beyond the present. Yet I am the God of resurrection, breathing life back into what seems lost and hopeless. Like a farmer scattering seed, risk sowing your aspirations in faith. Believe I watch over every seed, nurturing it at precisely the right time. Do not surrender to cynicism, nor let discouragement drown out the dreams I kindled in your heart. In my perfect timing, those dreams will yield fruit that testifies to my splendor. When anxiety threatens to overshadow you, lift your eyes to me. Do not fixate on the turmoil around you, but focus on who I am. Storms may rage, but my strength surpasses every howling wind and crashing wave. In your darkest crisis, call my name, and I will flood your soul with peace. Courage is not the absence of fear, but a faithful stride forward, confident that you are never alone. If everyone else deserts you, I never will. Bring me each worry, each doubt, and let my calming voice hush the tempest within. Revel in progress, however small it may appear. Growth seldom happens in an instant. Trees grow slowly each day, unseen by the human eye. And likewise, I am at work in the depths of your spirit, molding you until my light radiates more brilliantly through you. Celebrate each step, every small victory over old habits, every gentle word you manage in tense situations. This is how transformation unfolds, like petals opening under the morning sun. Do not despise the process. Trust my hand to lead you to a stronger, wiser self. Cling to hope, even when those around you proclaim defeat. I am the God who raises the dead, who spoke the universe into being. No situation is irredeemable. No soul is out of reach for my grace. Though it may seem your environment is hopeless or that darkness is taking over the hearts of those you love, my power shines brightest in desperate places. I have transformed endless stories of despair into accounts of triumph. Keep your heart anchored in hope, for hope is a flame that can pierce any darkness. Remain humble. Humility is a gem that keeps your spirit teachable and aligned with my heart. Pride can blind you, leading you to think you can manage life without me. But when you rely solely on yourself, you soon meet your own limitations. Pride erects barriers that block my blessings, while humility opens every window to my grace. Adopt an attitude of humility. Recognize that every good thing ultimately originates from me. In your triumphs, give me credit. A humble heart draws my favor, positioning you to receive blessings beyond measure. Devote time to nurturing relationships that uplift your faith. Not everyone who walks beside you genuinely cares for your well-being. Some may sow seeds of doubt or encourage destructive choices. Surround yourself with those who spur you to love and righteousness, who speak life during your struggles, and who help you focus on my promises, not your failures. Confide in those who will stand in prayer with you. Encourage one another. When 2 or 3 gather in my name, my presence resides with them. Form a community based on truth and generosity, and watch how faith thrives in that fertile ground. I see the unseen sacrifices you make. Those times you chose good when no one noticed. Those gifts of love you gave without expecting reward. None of it escapes my eyes. Though the world may not applaud you, know that I cherish you. These small acts of kindness mirror my heart. Many people chase recognition, but I call you to seek a deeper and more lasting reward. Live with an awareness that I am your audience of one, and my affirmation is far more valuable than any fleeting human applause. Just as a master potter molds clay on the wheel, I sculpt your life. Sometimes, this shaping feels painful, as though everything is whirling beyond your control. Yet trust the hand that forms you. I weave all circumstances into good if you surrender to my artistry. You will emerge as a vessel of honor, able to carry blessings to others. Don't resist my shaping because of fear. True surrender to me is not defeat. It is the doorway to discovering who you truly are. Take courage as you gaze into the future. You can't see every page of your life story, but I do. I know how each choice, each relationship, each triumph, and each trial interlocks in the tapestry of your journey. I do not guide you aimlessly. I lead you through deserts to show you hidden wells, through storms to strengthen your resolve, and through peaceful meadows for rest. Your future is no random void. In my hands, it becomes a masterpiece orchestrated with precise care and boundless love. My grace extends across generations. I invite you to sow seeds of faith that will be reaped by future generations. Your devotion, your compassion, and your steadfastness in faith become a beacon to your children, their children, and beyond. It's not about flawless living, it's about revealing a merciful God who welcomes everyone. Pour love into those who come after you. Pray for them, guide them, and in this way, you partner with me in shaping a future that echoes my faithfulness. When setbacks confront you, see them not as final resting places, but stepping stones for growth. Each obstacle, each disappointment, refines your character and draws you closer to me. Instead of letting defeat consume you, pause and ask what I am teaching you in that moment. Resist the urge to measure your journey against someone else's. Your path is uniquely tailored for your development and my glory. I remain with you in the depths of the valley just as much as on the mountaintop. Each trial becomes a chance to rely more fully on my sustaining power. Rejoice before you see the answers. Faith involves anticipating my intervention and glorifying me in advance. Let your praise precede the breakthrough. That praise springs from genuine trust. It warms my heart to see you worship while you wait. Like seeds sown in hidden soil, your thanks and praise prepare the ground for a magnificent harvest. Even if doubt lingers and circumstances remain bleak, a heart anchored in praise stands victorious in the spiritual realm. Keep your moral compass aligned with my truth. The world's moral standards shift constantly, but my guidance remains a secure anchor. Integrity matters deeply. If you compromise on the small points, your foundation weakens. Stand firm in righteousness, even when temptation beckons with lucrative promises. Your truest treasure is your relationship with me, not some shortcut offering fleeting gain. When you honor me by choosing what is right, you protect your testimony and your future. I honor those who honor me, and you will find my favor eclipses any short-lived profit from dishonesty. In seasons of waiting, don't assume my silence means I'm absent. It's often in waiting that I accomplish some of my greatest work. Just as a farmer waits for seeds to germinate, trust that I am perfectly timing every event. A delay isn't a denial. If you feel stranded in a desert, know I am refining you, teaching endurance, patience, and deeper reliance on me. Resist pushing ahead by your own logic. You might forfeit the masterpiece I'm arranging. A blessing given at the right time is infinitely more valuable than one seized prematurely. Continually remind yourself of my unwavering faithfulness through the ages. I am the same God who rescued captives, healed the sick, and fed thousands with a few loaves. Ponder how I led people in generations past and reignite your hope. I haven't changed. The same power that parted seas is still at work today. I'm always ready to intervene, to heal, guide, and console. Let these ancient testimonies confirm you aren't overlooked. My compassion knows no limits, and my affection for you never wanes. When your strength fails, I become your perfect supply. Bring me your weariness, and I will renew you with new vitality. Once human options are exhausted, you're in the perfect position to see my divine solutions. Surrender the worry that says it all depends on you. I am your maker, your father, and the one who sustains you. Your limitations aren't barriers for me. They are the canvas for my power. Let my spirit transform your weakness into a platform for a miraculous story others can see. Use your words to speak life. Speech has weight and can either uplift or break down. Watch the narratives you pronounce over yourself and over others. Instead of declaring impossibilities, remind yourself that all things are possible through me. Rather than criticizing your own capabilities, remember you are fearfully and wonderfully made. Let your words foster blessing over curses, faith over fear, hope over despair. Your words not only shape your outlook, but also align you with the creative power I granted you. Choose purity in a culture that normalizes harmful practices. Let my spirit direct what you watch, read, and participate in. Examine what you permit to enter your mind and heart. You are my temple, designed to radiate holiness. Don't be swayed by those who label evil as good or good as evil. Stand confidently in a purity that mirrors my character, doing so with gentleness and compassion. You are called to shine in dark places, not through self-righteous judging, but through a life that genuinely reflects my heart. Seek community with other believers who long for my presence. Pray for one another and share fellowship. Refuse to let anyone suffer alone if you can offer support. In caring for each other's burdens, you mirror my sacrifice. Be patient, understanding each other's flaws. None of you are perfect, yet each is precious in my eyes. When you gather, invite my spirit freely. Unity attracts my blessing. Let your times together be filled with encouragement, truth, and authentic worship that draws you closer to my love. If concern about provision troubles you, remember how I care for the birds and clothe the flowers of the field. You are far more valuable to me than they are. Work with diligence, yet do not let fear push you into endless striving. Rest in the assurance that I am your source. Every piece of bread, every protective shelter, every chance you receive is part of my daily mercy toward you. A thankful heart keeps you from plunging into greed and materialism. Make my kingdom your foremost pursuit, and in my wisdom, your needs will be met. In your greatest trials, do not shut yourself away from me or from those genuinely concerned for you. Pain often urges you to withdraw, but seclusion only magnifies the loneliness. Share your burdens in prayer, trusting my strength can carry what you cannot. I bring people into your life so you can walk side by side, upholding each other's faith. Don't let pride or fear deter you from seeking help. Always recall you are part of a larger body, each member supporting the rest. As you open your heart, healing and restoration will flow more freely. Look to me when making decisions. Building on a foundation of a mere human understanding will not withstand the inevitable storms. Ground your life in my wisdom for a steadiness that cannot be rocked. Bring both the small and the monumental choices before me. I take delight in your dependence on me because it shows you know who I truly am. Pause for my guidance. Confirm it through prayer, trusting I will never steer you astray. Following my direction always brings richer fruit than any quick fix born of impatience. Stay vigilant. Your adversary prowls like a roaring lion, looking for prey. His approach is often subtle, slipping into your thoughts with discouragement, lust, or deceit when your guard is down. Wear the spiritual armor I gave you: truth, righteousness, readiness for the gospel, faith, salvation, and my word. Stand firm, resolute in faith. Overcome temptation by recalling my promises. You are far from powerless. My spirit empowers you to defeat every trap. Walk in the victory I have claimed for you. Treasure moments of stillness before me. In the bustle of daily life, my voice can get lost, but in solitude, your soul can refocus on my gentle leading. Do not fear silence. In silence, your heart finds rest, and your spirit communes with mine, bringing clarity and peace. There, I may plant creative ideas, show you the next step to take, or whisper words that comfort your fears. Never underestimate the significance of these quiet pauses, for they strengthen our bond. When you witness injustice, recall that I am a God of justice. Don't despair if wickedness appears to triumph in the short term. Its victory is fleeting. Every hidden act will eventually be exposed. Meanwhile, pray for those who sow oppression. My mercy reaches anyone who genuinely repents. Stand against evil with integrity and courage, yet do not let bitterness fill your heart. Seeking justice with the understanding that only I can truly transform hearts will keep you balanced. Never forget that I see each tear shed by the downtrodden, and my final word shall be spoken. Keep in mind that faith is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be days when your pace is slow, and others when you run swiftly. But regardless of speed, keep moving forward. Do not give up if you trip. The road may be long, but I am your unending companion, refreshing you along the way. Lean on me for endurance. Learn from your missteps and set your gaze on the eternal prize, living fully in my presence, relishing in the everlasting joy of abiding in my love. I delight in your heartfelt prayers, whether they're eloquent sentences or broken sobs. There's no need to impress me with grand speeches. Speak from the core of your soul, assured I am listening. Don't be troubled if your words falter. My spirit interprets your heart's groanings, and I answer with compassion. Trust that I am always active, even when circumstances appear grim. Pray, believing I can perform feats beyond anything you imagine. Consider the story of the prodigal son, who wasted everything yet found his father running to embrace him when he returned. Know that my love for you works in the same way. No matter how distant you have roamed, I wait with open arms to clothe you in grace and righteousness. Never believe you must be perfectly clean before coming to me. Come as you are, and I will transform you. My love is not hinged on your performance. It stands firm in my eternal character. Teach your children and those entrusted to you about my love. Demonstrate it in your actions, your words, and your gentleness. The faith you cultivate in them will bear fruit beyond anything you can envision. Share with them stories of my faithfulness, not as archaic legends, but as living truths that disclose who I am. Model forgiveness, honesty, and a heart of worship. Children observe more than they listen, so let your life echo my grace. Even if you feel unprepared, remember I will guide you. Each morning brings another opportunity to see what new wonders I have for you. Don't let cynicism settle in, even after multiple disappointments. Keep your heart open. Just as manna fed my people fresh each morning in the wilderness, you cannot rely on yesterday's sustenance for today's hunger. In the same way, I offer new mercies and revelations daily. Seek me every day, and your soul will find the nourishment it craves. Strive for wisdom as if you were hunting for hidden treasure. The world's knowledge may dazzle, but the wisdom that flows from me surpasses it all. This wisdom roots your life in a heavenly point of view, letting you see how your decisions echo over time. Ask for wisdom, and I will generously grant it without reproach. Place your trust in my understanding rather than your own intellect. My ways may defy human logic, but they carry seeds of blessings that last forever. You honor me whenever you give my counsel first place. Lift your voice in praise not only in places of formal worship, but during the everyday rhythms of life. Praise has the power to shift atmospheres. When you offer praise in sorrow, you declare your unshaken trust in me. When you exalt me during victory, you acknowledge that all triumph ultimately belongs to me. Praise me in both joy and heaviness. A lifestyle of praise keeps your soul moored in joy. Let gratitude and worship be your weapons against the shadows threatening your mind. Carry kindness with you everywhere. Compassionate actions never go to waste. Even the smallest kindness, a listening ear, a meal, a gentle word, reflects my nature. Don't underrate the ripple effect of a single warm gesture. It can mend hearts, patch up estranged relationships, and open doors to restoration. In a world marred by cruelty and indifference, your kindness is a radiant light guiding people to the source of all goodness. Me, your God, who loves every single person unconditionally. Always remember that the path I chart for you includes both celebration and mourning. Both are essential for growth. In the valley, your faith is tested and refined. On the mountaintop, you rejoice in my faithfulness. Do not resent one season or idolize another. Each has its role in the tapestry of your life. I am with you whether you are dancing in delight or bowing in sorrow. Your tears are never wasted. They water the seeds of new life. I stand as your faithful companion in every moment. Your identity is rooted in me, not in whatever labels the world tries to assign. Dismiss those voices that tell you you're too broken or too insignificant. You belong to me, lovingly crafted, meant to reflect my nature in a way only you can. Your failures haven't lessened your worth. You bear my image, sealed by my love. When others attempt to define you by your past, remember that I define you by my eternal love. You are enough because I, the great I am, have named you as mine. Let faith triumph over fear. Fear whispers that your situation is hopeless, that you lack what's needed, or that evil will reign. Silence that voice by immersing yourself in my word and my track record. Faith is the assurance of what you hope for and the conviction of what you can't see. It steps out of the boat amid the storm, relying on me to keep you above the waves. Fix your eyes on me and you will walk atop those waters instead of sinking. Stand in awe of my holiness. I am not only your loving companion, but also the sovereign creator of all existence. My holiness is a consuming flame that erases evil and purifies righteousness. Approach me with reverence, mindful that grace didn't remove my holiness. It simply offers you a way to dwell within it. Confess freely, knowing repentance brings you into harmony with me and soothes your conscience. Let my majesty move you to worship in spirit and truth, aware that although I am infinitely great, I also desire an intimate relationship with you. Stay sensitive to my spirit's whispers in your conscience. Often I speak in subtle nudges toward humility, or the impulse to offer love, or a warning about temptation. Heeding these prompts helps my voice resonate more clearly. Ignoring them can dull your spiritual hearing. I am not far off or mute. I am active in your everyday life, sometimes in magnificent ways, sometimes in gentle ones. Keep your heart ready to respond in faith and obedience to my leading. Do not be startled by the hardships you encounter. Though dearly loved by me, you dwell in a fallen world. Trials will arrive, sometimes feeling overwhelming. Remember though, no trial outlasts my authority. It cannot stretch beyond what I allow for a greater purpose. Cling to me without wavering. Let adversity push you further into prayer, self-reflection, and empathy for others in pain. Even the darkest clouds can rain nourishment on the seeds of perseverance, compassion, and spiritual richness in your heart. When anger stirs within you, pause to welcome me into that moment. Anger in itself is not sin, but if left untamed, it can be destructive. Let my spirit guide how you react. Choose words that heal rather than inflame. Let love dictate your actions, knowing each person you encounter carries wounds and a story. You are my ambassador of reconciliation, called to sow unity with gentleness, empathy, and patience. Observe how anger's flames die down, allowing room for true healing. Cherish solitude even as you also value the blessing of community. Both are crucial for your spiritual vitality. In solitude, you connect directly with me, refreshing your soul. In community, you learn to love and share burdens, to forgive and be forgiven. Though isolation may feel safer, it deprives you of faith's shared treasures. I made you for relationships, both with me and with others. Strike a healthy balance, making sure you don't neglect either solitude or fellowship. Both shape you into who I've called you to be. Stand unyielding against voices that try to shame you for your past. When you repented, I hurled your sins into the ocean depths, never to be drawn up again. Shame only has the influence you grant it. My son's sacrifice is enough. You have been redeemed and released to live fully in that truth. Don't let guilt tether you to an old identity. Stand confidently as the new creation you are, offering your life as a witness to my mercy, demonstrating that no one lies outside my reach. Show patience not only with the flow of life, but with yourself. Growth is ongoing. Sanctification takes time. When you slip, it does not mean irreversible failure. Get back up and move forward. My mercies are new every morning. Perseverance refines character. I'm looking not for flawless performance, but hearts that remain steadfast and seeking to honor me. Pursue holiness, relying on the limitless grace I pour out. Eventually, you will look back and marvel at how far you've come, giving me glory for the transformation. Integrate prayer, fasting, and studying my word into the rhythms of your life. These are not burdensome rules, but channels of intimacy with me. By them, you realign your heart with mine, quieting the clamor of the world around you. They are more than rituals. They open the door to deeper fellowship. Prioritize them as you would time with your dearest friends. In those sacred intervals, I reveal hidden truths, bestow comfort, and prepare you for the endeavors I've set before you. Honor the body I've given you, your instrument for interacting with the world. Nurture it with healthy habits. Rest sufficiently, and treat it with respect. You can't fully realize my plans if you neglect your physical form. Find balance. Ask for my wisdom in all things, even self-care. Always remember, your body is a temple of my spirit. Revering it also reveres me, giving you strength and well-being to serve and love as I have designed. Use the gifts and resources I entrusted to you, time, finances, talents, to uplift others. Living with open hands mirrors my generous heart. Don't fear lacking anything if you give freely. I am your source, and I have more than enough. By sowing kindness and generosity, you tap into my divine economy, where blessings multiply. Seek ways to bless those who can't repay you. When you help the most vulnerable, you do it for me. I take note of every compassionate deed and will repay you in ways beyond mere material return. Renew your mind every day by dwelling on what is pure, noble, and praiseworthy. The world assaults you with images and words that foster envy, lust, anger, and despair. Counter them by meditating on my truth. Your mind is the battleground where the enemy fights his stealthiest wars. Guarding your thoughts is protecting your future actions. Rehearse my promises until they override any negative scripts that loop in your head. In this way, you shape a mindset ripe for faith, hope, and love. Never forget the potency of confession. Speak openly to me about your sins, your doubts, your fears. Keep nothing hidden. for secrets fester and push you away from me. Confession involves not just admitting wrongdoing, but trusting in my mercy and longing for my help. Bring every dark corner into my light, and witness my forgiveness purify and my grace transform. When concealed, you remain chained by condemnation. When confessed, you discover liberation. This openness keeps the lines of communication with me pure. Invite my Holy Spirit to be both comforter and counselor in your life. He is always present, ready to guide you into truth, reminding you of my teachings. Make room in your day to listen for his voice. Those gentle prompts can protect you from unwise paths or steer you toward divine encounters. Don't grieve him by ignoring his nudges or choosing ways that stray from my word. Instead, embrace him as an eternal companion and educator, one who reflects my love and reveals my heart precisely when you need it. Live your faith in tangible acts. Let your devotion be more than words. Take action. Offer help to those on the margins, feed the hungry, care for orphans and widows. Radiate light in real, compassionate deeds. Through your hands, I extend my compassion. Through your smile and empathy, others glimpse my kindness. Without works, faith fades, but in a life aflame with service, faith blossoms, attesting to who I am. Show the world that my love is not mere theory, but a vibrant force at work within you. Know that my kingdom is already unfolding among you, though it has yet to be fully realized. I invite you to join in my current work. Each time you favor love over hate, truth over falsehood, or forgiveness over retaliation, you bring a piece of my kingdom closer. Keep your gaze on the eternal city, but don't dismiss the pressing need to bring hope into the present. Every day, guided by my spirit, you can transform environments, workplaces, families, communities. You carry my presence wherever you go. Understand that each decision can display my glory to a world thirsting for light. As you deepen your knowledge and spirituality, stay on guard against pride. Even the faithful can be ensnared by self-righteousness. Remember, every insight you have is a gift from me. Let knowledge inspire humility, not arrogance. Offer truth gently, guiding others with kindness rather than condemnation. Authentic wisdom recognizes that it all originates in me. The more you learn, the clearer you see the endless scope of my wisdom and the profoundness of my mysteries. Approach my throne in reverent awe, remembering you are finite before the infinite. Nurture a heart of worship in every season. Worship goes beyond songs. It is the stance of a life choosing to honor me above all else. If you traverse a desert season, sing praises even through tears. If you find yourself on a mountaintop, pour out gratitude. Worship is aligning your spirit with my reign, reordering your priorities and refreshing your view. In worship, your soul aligns with heaven's chorus, joining the eternal anthem, declaring my goodness forever. Prepare yourself to withstand criticism. Not everyone will understand or celebrate your devotion. Many mock the prophets and even my own son. Nonetheless, hold fast to truth, responding with grace. Let love prevail against hostility, for love dismantles hatred. If persecution arises, remember the everlasting rewards designated for those who endure. You do not walk alone in your suffering. You tread the same path as countless faithful ones before you. Stand tall, for I take pride in your resolve to champion righteousness. When painful memories resurface, bring them to me instead of burying them deeper. My healing touches more than surface wounds. I yearn to restore your soul's fractured parts. At times, facing old hurts requires counseling with wise believers or extending forgiveness to the ones who wounded you. The journey might hurt, but fear not. I accompany you through every dark valley, binding your broken places and restoring hope. Your scars can become testimonies of my renewing grace, affirming that I can redeem even the bleakest chapters of your life. Let my joy be the source of your strength, a current that runs deeper than ever-changing moods. This joy is anchored not in circumstances, but in the truth of my unchanging love for you. You can hold this joy when finances are strained, relationships falter, or the future is unclear, because you know I am for you, not against you, and your eternity is secure in me. When storms rage, let my promises stabilize you. This well of joy will never run dry. Do not fret over what you lack. Your very limitations prompt you to depend on my infinite power. Rather than lamenting your insufficiencies, celebrate what I've given you. Present your shortcomings to me, and I will be strong through them. Once I bring you through a difficulty, it will be obvious that it was by my might and not your skill, so that I receive the glory and your story shines as a beacon of hope. People watching will realize that if I accomplish wonders through you, I can do it for them as well. Trust my timing. Racing ahead often results in discontent or forfeited blessings. The world craves instant outcomes, but remember, I see eternity in full. I can act swiftly or allow circumstances to develop incrementally. You may not comprehend all the reasons, but trust that my timing remains perfect. Those who wait on me will soar like eagles. The fullness of my plan is revealed in calm certainty, a confidence that persists even when the road ahead is unclear. Speak truth with both boldness and compassion. A harsh statement can seal ears and harden hearts, but truth spoken with love can soften even the most resistant soul. Communicating with honesty reflects my character. Whether correcting someone, offering counsel, or sharing the good news, let love be your motivation. Ask for my direction on when and how to speak. In some moments, silence is more potent than words. When you do speak, allow your voice to bring healing and grace. When fear creeps in at night, remember I neither sleep nor slumber. I watch over you constantly. My angels guard you, and my sovereignty stands over every realm. As you lie in bed battling anxious thoughts, whisper my name. I am as near to you as your heartbeat and can still the storms within. Rest, knowing nothing escapes my care. No worry is too large or too small. Let the God who loves you most stand vigil as you sleep. Seek my face more earnestly than my hand. It's good to bring requests to me, for I am your provider, but never reduce our relationship to merely asking for my gifts. I long for authentic communion with you. When you seek my face, you uncover my heart, my desires, and my vision for your life. This closeness reshapes you from within. Indeed, I will meet your needs, but let your deepest delight be found in simply being with me and being fully known by me. Recall all the ways I've upheld you from life's very start. Think of the moments you believed hope was gone, yet you emerged stronger. Don't credit mere luck. Recognize my unfailing hand, never let you go. As you reflect on past deliverances, your faith matures, better preparing you for new challenges. Share these stories with others. One testimony of my faithfulness can ignite hope in a heart that feels beyond rescue. Embrace the power of my resurrection within you. Just as I overcame the grave, I can overcome all that entombs your soul. Loss, failure, heartbreak. None of these carry the final word. I pour new life into dormant dreams, and I create beauty from ashes. If the grave could not contain me, no bondage can keep you from stepping into my victory. Live in resurrection power daily, stepping out of guilt shadows into my radiant freedom. Your life becomes a living demonstration that, despite any despair, I can revive it with new life. Understand, my child, that all I do for you is motivated by love. My judgments, discipline, and abundant blessings flow from this endless love, which dismantles fear. If you ever doubt why events unfold, ground yourself in my character. I am love, and that love does not fail. Rest in this unwavering truth. Let it fuel your worship, shape your connections, and steady you through shadowed valleys. Your future glows under my compassionate gaze. Live with your mind on eternity, but do not ignore the present needs around you. This world must see my grace alive in people who trust in me. With an eternal vantage, your priorities transform. Kindness, generosity, humility become your wealth, holding worth far beyond this life. While you anticipate the heavenly home I prepared, let your days on earth mirror my glory. In doing so, you become my vessel, carrying healing, hope, and renewal to a hurting world. As these words come to a close, let my spirit continue speaking. I stand at the door of your heart, softly knocking. Open to me daily. Let me guide your paths and calm your fears. Each sunrise opens a fresh chance to grow deeper with me. Each sunset stands as proof of my faithfulness for another day. Keep these truths near, meditate on them, cherish them, and let them transform your mind and spirit. My beloved, I will never tire of telling you, my love for you is measureless and unconditional. You cannot diminish it, nor can you increase it. It simply is. Trust in this love. Lean on it when you have no strength left. Return to it when all else fails. It is the thread connecting your life to its true purpose. Breathe in that reality. Let it serve as the cornerstone of your existence. Yes, I am the Lord your God. I am holy and merciful, and I have called you by name. Take my hand and do not be afraid. Step into each day with courage and expectancy. Know that my grace is sufficient for every test. My joy is your comfort in every sorrow, and my love remains forever. Wherever you wander, I am there. You are never lost or forsaken. You dwell under the shelter of my wings, cherished and secure. Let an awareness of my everlasting faithfulness permeate every part of your being, now and forever. Go in peace and allow my love to shape your every breath. Amen. Seek community with other believers who long for my presence. Pray for one another and share fellowship. Refuse to let anyone suffer alone if you can offer support. In caring for each other's burdens, you mirror my sacrifice. Be patient, understanding each other's flaws. None of you are perfect, yet each is precious in my eyes. When you gather, invite my spirit freely. Unity attracts my blessing. Let your times together be filled with encouragement, truth, and authentic worship that draws you closer to my love. If concern about provision troubles you, remember how I care for the birds and clothe the flowers of the field. You are far more valuable to me than they are. Work with diligence, yet do not let fear push you into endless striving. Rest in the assurance that I am your source. Every piece of bread, every protective shelter, every chance you receive is part of my daily mercy toward you. A thankful heart keeps you from plunging into greed and materialism. Make my kingdom your foremost pursuit, and in my wisdom, your needs will be met. In your greatest trials, do not shut yourself away from me or from those genuinely concerned for you. Pain often urges you to withdraw, but seclusion only magnifies the loneliness. Share your burdens in prayer, trusting my strength can carry what you cannot. I bring people into your life so you can walk side by side, upholding each other's faith. Don't let pride or fear deter you from seeking help. Always recall you are part of a larger body, each member supporting the rest. As you open your heart, healing and restoration will flow more freely. Look to me when making decisions. Building on a foundation of mere human understanding will not withstand the inevitable storms. Ground your life in my wisdom for a steadiness that cannot be rocked. Bring both the small and the monumental choices before me. I take delight in your dependence on me because it shows you know who I truly am. Pause for my guidance. Confirm it through prayer, trusting I will never steer you astray. Following my direction always brings richer fruit than any quick fix born of impatience. Stay vigilant. Your adversary prowls like a roaring lion, looking for prey. Step into each day with courage and expectancy. Know that my grace is sufficient for every test. My joy is your comfort in every sorrow, and my love remains forever. Wherever you wander, I am there. You are never lost or forsaken. You dwell under the shelter of my wings, cherished and secure. My beloved child, as you close your eyes on these sacred words, remember this channel is your haven of renewal. Each visit is a divine encounter, an invitation to bask in my eternal love, to find strength in my promises, and to be uplifted for the journey ahead. Subscribe now and let my voice be your constant guide. Share this message with souls yearning for hope and return often, for every new revelation is a fresh blessing from above. Embrace this sacred communion, and together we shall transform every trial into triumph and every tear into a testimony of my boundless grace. Go in peace, my cherished one, and know that my love awaits you here, always. Amen.